So here's another set of exercises you can do at home by yourself for hip mobility and movement. Just a bunch of different variations of hip escaping or shrimping exercises. You can do these by yourself. You can do them against the wall, for example, to make it harder, right, to restrict your ability to move, and I'll show some variations of that at the end. But first, let's go over all the basic hip escape variations, and then let's add some more challenging aspects to them, and some things that make it a little bit more difficult to do and can provide a challenge for people that already move their hips very well. So first, the basic ones, there's really 2 or 3 of them, depending on your perspective. The regular hip escape, I'm just pushing with my top leg, right, moving my hips away and turning onto my side to make distance and space, right, for escapes maybe, or something like that. And bring my hip back, right, simple. I just turn to the other side. Right, I try to maybe imagine framing myself on the person, right, to go back to the guard. Imagine that, right? So very simple variation. Another one that I like to call the inverse hip escape. Instead of pushing with my top leg, I'm going to turn to the side, and I'm going to make a little frame. It's like the entry to the Granby roll. Wrestlers call it the Granby roll or some such. I don't know. I don't wrestle. So from here, I want to turn my knee down into the ground, and I'm just going to extend my leg and then come back. And then I go the other side, just move my hip up, and come back. Right, so just moving back and forth like that. A nice little variation. Now, if you start getting the hang of those and you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, you can start putting them together with triangle, right? Imagine that you're having to move your hips from inside of half guard, so you just do a triangle to one side, and maybe first you do a regular hip escape, and then you do a triangle to the other side, and then you do another hip escape. Right? If that gets easy, you start doing a triangle and inverting. Right, so triangle. And then without opening, right, that's the key. You don't want to uncross your legs. Because imagine you have a leg in the middle, right, and you're moving around that leg. Right, just keeping your triangle closed and moving your hips. Now, if that starts getting easy, another variation, right, you close the triangle, you do a hip escape, you come back, and then you do an inverse. Then you do a triangle to the other side, you do a hip escape, and then you invert. Right, so just a couple ways of doing drills by yourself. And if you want to make it a little harder, you want to spice it up, right, you can find a wall. And then you can start practicing, right, against the wall, making sure that you can move your hips up and move your shoulders away. I'd imagine somebody passing your guard and needing to make space.